That is a very yellow words. Oh, hey, more yellow words. The yellow words are taking over all of the white words. No, we lost our last man! Except now we've got this robot thing. And now we've got Bubbles. I don't think Bubbles are going to help us out here. Also, you know, all these are people that have, like, worked on the game in some way. But, you know, that's not what's important here. What's important is that there's a lot of Bubbles. There are a lot of Bubbles. It's almost like this game is, like, somewhat underwater themed or something. Oh, gosh. Speaking of underwater themed, that is a bright sun. Oh, gosh. That is not underwater. That is very much not... that is very Heavy Iron Studios, like... Oh, hey, here's more water. Nickelodeon, the Spongebob Squarepants movie. Yes, I'm going to be playing a movie for you guys this time instead of a game. I decided to branch out and try something new. Just ignore all these, like, new game buttons. No. They just misspelled movie. That's what happened here. This movie also uses an autosave feature. Let's start game file. Let's go memory card slot 8. I don't think there is... Why are these the exact... These are the exact same. I guess I'll go with number 3. I guess. See, I went out. No, jeez, more yellow letters. It's almost like this game is about some dude that's yellow. Except he's not a dude, he's a sponge. I'm sorry. He's a wedge of cheese. I'm sorry. Is it gonna load? Is it gonna freeze? Oh, is it gonna go black? Cutscene. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I forgot about this part.
Managerial responsibility. Our story begins in the calm waters above the town of Bikini Bottom. As we descend beneath the waves...
calm? Those are fires.
Wait a minute.
That's also a hot rod. Hot boat? No, because I guess rod isn't really how you describe a car. Oh, okay, there goes all those good quality still images. Now we have... Oh, gosh. Indeed. Mr. Krabs, you look very red today. Ooh, SpongeBob's got a new pair of shoes!
Talk to me, Krabs.
It started out as a simple...
Their voice quality is much worse than I remember.
So what went wrong?
When the customer took a bite... No cheese!
Oh, it's so horrible. Oh, God.
Get a hold of yourself, Eugene. I'm going in.
And by go in, he means go. Actually, oh wow. Why are we so far? The Krusty Krab is way over. Why, SpongeBob? What are you doing? I'm not touching the joystick. Oh gosh. So little neat thing. You can actually see all of the places from SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom kind of off in the distance, or at least all the ones that would be over here. Also, Mindy is talking. We don't know who Mindy is yet. Like there's Sand Mountain. There's the places. There's the giant sandcastle. There's Jellyfish Fields, which is kind of in the wrong place. I actually never noticed Jellyfish Fields before, except that also looks a lot like Jellyfish Fields. And there's downtown Bikini Bottom, and oh gosh, this is where Jellyfish Fields would be, except now it's the Krusty Krab for some reason. So if you watch my Let's Play of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, my 6th Let's Play, I think. Wow, that was a while ago. Jeez. Oh gosh, you kind of know what to expect actually. You just kind of walk around as SpongeBob. SpongeBob looks like he's moving very slowly. Kind of feels like it too, but that's probably just because it looks like he is. But, and, you know, we still gotta collect these point value things. You can see we got a little bar up there. 250, that's where it wants us to get to. We'll see what happens once we get there, these are pretty much the shiny objects of the game. You won't be seeing shiny objects, you will only be seeing these manliness points. And Patrick. Patrick is worth negative 1,000 manliness points, for those wondering. And for those that understand that I'm talking sarcasm. Oh gosh. I'm pretty sure that was taken straight from an episode. That probably was too. So, I feel like I should respond in some way to that, but... Oh, and instead of having a jellyfish wand, bubble wand attack, we now have this karate chop, which is much more manly, I have to say. So, apparently the only remnants of Jellyfish Fields before Mr. Krabs, like, overran it with all of this paved road are those jellyfish. We still got the teleport boxes, and we still got the slides. All these things are much less important important now than they used to be, though. Yes. And over here, there's the teleport box thing, by the way, the one that it goes to. I believe goo still hurts you, not water. Looks just like water, but no. And instead of underwear, we have Krabby Patties. But you also have these, a new extra. What is that? I'll go ahead and show you real quick in this pause menu. I won't be showing these off too much. This game was film trailer 1. We do not care about that. Honestly, if you want to find out the plot of this game, like if you want to find out what the plot is, you'd be better off just watching the movie. It does a much better job of explaining the plot. Like if you want to understand what happens in this game, you'd be better off if you just watch the movie first. And I'll be honest, I actually really like the movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies for some weird reason. Maybe it's nostalgia. I don't know. Could be. Woo! I have a lot of nostalgia for SpongeBob things, I have to say. Except for the newer SpongeBob episodes. Those I don't care for all that much. I'll just stick with my first 3 seasons of the movie on DVD, thank you very much. And they're not horrible. There's just a lot more mediocrity now than there was before. And there's a helicopter. See, that's not mediocrity. That's a helicopter. That's a helicopter. Also, instead of Tikis, these are pretty much replacements of Tikis over here. We also don't have Bubble Bowl or anything like that. Just thought I'd point that out. All we have for our old abilities is this. Instead of Tikis, we have these Plankto boxes. Those will make sense eventually, but until then, we just have Plankto boxes. And SpongeBob signs. And buttons. Buttons are still here. I don't really know why they made you do that for the button, but also the buttons do look different in this game. I just noticed. And SpongeBob still got his idle animations of push-ups. Those are totally in the last game. And we still have wall jumping. This is pretty much the tutorial level, actually, that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom never really had. Jellyfish. Ooh, we got a pee. That probably could have been worded better. But here you'll see what happens once we get 250. We get an upgrade point. We can upgrade SpongeBob or Patrick. Spoiler alert, you can play as Patrick. Don't see Sandy, that's odd. It may or may not be because you can't play as her. Now you only have SpongeBob and Patrick in this game, and we can upgrade one of these things. I think I'll be upgrading SpongeBob's health to even it out with his karate spin. Now we have 4 Krabby Patties.
One more Krabby Patty with extra manliness, please.
You got it, SpongeBob, and by that, I hope you meant onions. Even though I don't like onions. And there's Patrick. That also makes pretty much no sense unless you've seen the movie. And there that went. Even though we would have just walked off anyway, they had to make sure they had a cliff breaking. They just had to make this more impressive in some way, and they chose to just have a random cliff fall. The cliff fell into disrepair after repeated years of lacking maintenance. Is there a secret over here? No. Those rocks are a lot more suspicious in this game because sometimes they will actually hide something. But for now, let's just jump over here and come over here and collect that thing, which is way behind us, but now it's still behind us, and Krabs is just sitting there. So now do we have to go into the Krusty Krab and clear out some robots? No, we get a cutscene.
Who are you?
I'm the manager of this establishment. Everything is gonna be just fine.
I'm
Sure.
really scared, man.
You got a name?
Phil?
Come on, Phil, stay with me. I've only got one shot at this. Gotta have the right tools for the job. Bingo.
The pliers.
Now I want you to do me a
Oh,
favor.
he did get the pliers.
What?
Say cheese.
And then SpongeBob woke up.
A little yellow friend awakes from his slumber.
The rest of the
and
series was
prepares
just
for the
it was just a whole
biggest day of his
dream.
life. Yet, despite his dreams, he is not honored with the manager position of the new Krusty
Who
Krab
drew
too.
that?
So
That
he
is a
sulks off
beautiful
to
picture of
drown his
Squidward, I have to
depression
say.
in ice cream at the local Goofy Goobers. Across the street, jealous of Mr. Krab's success, the diabolical Plankton hatches.
I never noticed
And
there's music
he-
in this part.
He steals King Neptune's crown and frames Mr. Krabs for selling it to the far-off and dangerous land of Shell City. Let us now join our heroes in the midst of their self-pity.
I forgot how much of the plot of the movie this thing skips over. I do have to give them props, though. They actually did not, as far as I know, for those cutscenes, they didn't just take lines straight from the movie. They're actually all re-recorded and a lot of times reworded. Like, there was no mention of Phil's family there. Also, the best level, I'm Ready Depression.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, gosh.
Come on. Wake up.
Huh? Where am I?
It's 8 in the morning. Closed. Go collect your friend and get out of here.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, gosh.
Come on up here and join the...
Goofy Goober, you let yourself go, man. And you cloned yourself. Oh, no, you killed your... Oh, no, you killed your clone and yourself. Good job. You should be proud. That's an accomplishment. And now we have Patrick, who must be a man because he has a beautiful, majestic beard and a hat. That's the sign of a man if you have a hat. Woo! And now, instead of Patrick having his own unique belly bounce move, he now has a much less unique move of pretty much SpongeBob's karate glove spin and jelly... I can't even call it a jellyfish wand. Bubble wand spin thing. So, that kind of stinks. And you can't do it in midair. That's weird. I think SpongeBob can use his in midair. Weird. Maybe use an ability in midair like that? I don't know. I didn't think so, but... Also, something I just now remembered. Hit that and you get that. Actually... That's from, Battle for Bikini Bottom, isn't it? That's used somewhere. Somewhere in somewhere in... what's it called? Also, we have another Breaking Cliff because it looks awesome. But somewhere in... what's it called? Goo Lagoon. Somewhere in there, like in the third area. Oh, gosh. Eek! I should probably explain the point values of these, but I don't really know myself. They tell you on the side, like this is 1. That looks like it's a 5. Green means 5. Yellows are probably 2 or 3, actually. I can't really see... Oh, it looks like 2. There are bigger ones. I know the values of the bigger ones. I believe a blue is 10. Also, speaking of that, a nice little touch is, at least to me, and Patrick almost just walked himself off the cliff after I let go of the control pad. But all of the manliness ones, they all have a different look. Like, they all look different, which is cool. Also, there's a cutscene going on.
Got to try this new dot room game.
Did SpongeBob get, like, skinned from, like, the nose down? I just got that duck joke. I just got that. Well, if you can call that a joke. Oh, there were the 10s right there, and there's a button. Yay. I'm going to try and keep for a similar time frame to the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom and pretty much all my other Let's Plays. I'm going to try for that. I might end this one off a bit earlier because it's the first episode, but I'm not sure. I was thinking about ending it off back in the whatchamacallit. Back when the first level tutorial thing was ended, but also that took a little while for that cutscene to load.
Hey,
That's not weird.
Again. I missed you.
Can you walk in there? What would you find? Is it just for decoration? Well, I hope no one walked in there to find out. And over there is the first instance, I believe they'll actually tell us pretty soon, of a mission that we can't get to yet. A lot faster than the Up Chappalet Creek challenge right there. A lot sooner than Battle for Bikini Bottom's Goo Lagoon. I'm going to be talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom a lot because, well, there's a lot of similarities between this and Battle for Bikini Bottom. A lot more than either of the other SpongeBob games for this generation of consoles. And down here is that. I remember a lot of where the earlier treasures are, but not so much the later ones. There's actually another door over here, which hides this cart and some manliness points. I believe, actually. Not with that one, no. Also, Patrick... Oh, no, wait, actually, I shouldn't say that. That wasn't in that game, was it? I believe you can hit... I found a way at one point to actually hit that again, and you could actually make to where you lock yourself in that room. An ability that Patrick does still have, though, is this. Sandy had this before. Further evidence of the fact that Sandy won't really be in this game at all. She wasn't really in the movie at all, either. She just kind of had a cameo appearance along with, like, Gary. Gary had more of an appearance than Sandy. Actually, no. I guess they both had, quote-unquote, speaking roles. Because Gary, Gary meowed. That counts as speaking in his book. And there's a clam. Who's it? person we haven't met.
If you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the cartwheel move.
Oh man,
Oh boy, I love whatever that move is.
it's the best.
Just bring me more Goofy Goober tokens.
That's the move I actually almost mentioned earlier, actually. I think we actually have time to go ahead and do that real quick, and then I think that would be a good stopping point. An ounce of bounce challenge is now open to play. What that means, basically, is we have discovered it enough, pretty much, to where if we go to the pause menu, we can actually... Oh, wow, there's a lot. We can actually teleport to them. We can also go to Up Chocolate Creek and Combat Arena Challenge. That seems strange. And we'll find out what that is later. Don't know how far away later is, but I would like to get all of the main collectibles in this game, which we'll actually be seeing very soon. Goofy Goober tokens. I didn't really explain this last time, but in Goofy We Trust is what you must collect. I feel like there's some poetic thing in there, but I can't find it. So I think before we go and get that move, I'm actually going to go ahead and end it off here. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Spongebob Squarepants, the movie, the game. Spoiler alert, this actually... okay then. This actually hasn't been a movie the whole time. Sorry. Patrick, would you stop that? Would you stop that? Okay. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and tune in. Goodbye.